Chuck, huh? Oh, I wonder if he knows Lolo. This is Chuck's challenge. And if you know Lolo, and you're a fan of HAL Laboratories' 1989 NES classic, Chuck is a guy you might want to get to know. He's this guy, he's bald, and he wears these awful shirts. I guess Chuck isn't the most interesting character in the world, but he does come up with some pretty cool puzzles. Chuck's Challenge is a free App Store game with a ridiculous premise. Chuck is a game designer who gets kidnapped by a little purple alien named Woop. But it turns out Woop's reasons are not malicious. He just wants Chuck to make him puzzles, so without much option, Chuck abides. And quite happily, in fact, he doesn't even want to go home. What a loser. Playing the game as Woop, you have to navigate the puzzles one by one. Much like Lolo's top-down puzzles, you have to clear obstacles and evade enemies to reach the exit. There's a lot of block pushing, switch flipping, bridge building, typical things you'd expect from this kind of puzzle game. But unlike similar App Store games, Chuck's Challenge has a very retro feel. The puzzles are a throwback to the old days, when presentational values were lower, but the puzzle designs were a bit more complex. So in terms of gameplay, Chuck's Challenge delivers a perfectly decent old-school puzzler. The presentation, on the other hand, is a bit lacking. The polish and style that makes major App Store puzzle games like Gesundheit so charming is nowhere to be seen in Chuck's Challenge. This is a much simpler game, putting its emphasis solely on the puzzles. Nothing else is important. Not even Chuck's wardrobe. We've come for your daughter, Chuck! But I think the coolest thing about Chuck's Challenge is the puzzle editor. For a free game to have this kind of feature is a really nice touch. So once you get through Chuck's 100 or so puzzles, you can make your own. Like, without being kidnapped, too. Now, I compared this to Lolo earlier because that's a more widely known game, but if you were a DOS nerd back in the day, you're probably screaming at the top of your lungs and writing out an angry YouTube comment. Of course, Chuck's Challenge is a game from Chuck Sommerville, same Chuck who made Chip's Challenge, which was released more than 20 years ago. This is basically the spiritual successor to that game, so if you remember Chip's Challenge, Chuck's Challenge is a game you should really check out. And it's hard not to recommend a free puzzler of this caliber, but Chuck's Challenge is a very nice retro throwback, and although it won't blow your mind, it'll certainly test it.